I just wanted to talk about my story with the connected and free oracle. Now, I got it through a trade, and the person I traded it with said to me, "Look, I got it myself, trimmed and edged in black." And I said, "It's okay, I'll have it." I knew that it wasn't brand new and it'd been altered, but I thought I'll have it. So, I started playing with it when I received it with the booklet, and then I forgot about it. Basically, I never used it, and so I thought, oh, I'm glad I didn't pay whatever for the shipping, whatever, because it doesn't seem that I connect with it. Then, it happened before that I didn't connect with a deck because of crazy borders or something like the copyright that was just very invasive on a card, any small thing. And my brain doesn't recognize that that's what is annoying me. So I just leave it on the side and forget about it. And then I saw it's a shame because it's an oracle that I know it's got the potential for me to like it. First of all, it's got the chakras and I like the images. It's the first edition, by the way. Another thing that annoyed me is that on the chakra cards, the base chakra has been printed upside down, and it's very annoying. I use it to read chakras, and then I've got the text, and if I want it the right way up, I need to put the card upside down, and the text is up and all that. And I don't like. I'm not doing painting a good picture of this. It's a great deck. It's a great deck, but I'm just talking personally. I don't want to put it down. It's a great deck. I'm just saying the difficulties I had because maybe someone else will have the same, and maybe there's a solution to it. I don't know. I found my solution, so that's what I'm going to talk about. I don't like that the booklet is not by alphabetical order. I don't see the point. I don't like that the booklet is handwritten. It's a nice touch, I would say. It's more personal, isn't it? But honestly, I have difficulties reading it, so I don't use it. Not that it's written small, it's just maybe when I'm not used to reading handwriting anymore. I don't know. I just find it more difficult. So, anyway, I thought, what can I do about the deck? Because there's this writing, I'll show you, right? That on some cards is pretty intrusive and very big. And I don't need healer on that, I know. I also don't find them, I don't know, like this. Well, it's normal you don't agree with all the keywords. I mean, obviously, it's not your deck, so I'm not knocking it down once again. But, confirmation. I don't see this like that. If you know swans, they are overly protective about their family. And I mean, you should see them swimming, right? The male is at the front and he's like swimming, and if there's anything he doesn't like, you see the wings and all that. And so it's about protection. I don't see what confirmation means here, but as I said, I didn't read the text, so maybe it explains it better. Responsibility. Well, I agree with Kelly from the Truth in Story. She was talking about this, not this card, but this plant, which I forgot the name, sorry. And it's to make wishes, isn't it? It's a wish card, so responsibility, I don't see it. I mean, I could go on and on. What's that? Pleasure and pain with the keys. No, 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 no. It's about unlocking things. It's about finding a solution. Well, anyway, so I thought this deck cost me nothing. In a way, it did because I traded a new deck. So it cost me the new deck, but I mean, no more than a normal deck, right? So let's go for it. I'm not using it. I might as well bin it. If I don't use it, it's taking space. What's the point? So I decided to trim it again. So it was already trimmed, as in the white borders were taken off around here, and I retrimmed it. And what did I do? I measured the text, and I have to show you there's a text that is bigger on 2 cards if you ever want to trim it. This one, you see it's on 2 levels, right? So you have to go above it, right? So it means taking quite a chunk of the card. And I thought, well, I don't use it. What good is it having it here, not using it? I might as well try and do something. So I took this as a, I measured it, and then I measured each card and cut. Now the result is not exactly, because there's no mark, it's not exactly straight, but I edged it silver, as you can see. I took that black off, it was way too, it worked with the back, but not with the front. Obviously that's white or whatever. I cut off the keywords that I didn't like. I didn't like the handwriting, it was way too big. It looks smaller on a booklet actually, but on the card it looks huge. And then I edged it silver. And when I edged it with this, oops, I'm gonna knock off everything, with this pen, that it's silver, but it's like mirror silver. I'm gonna try and show some light on it. I made sure I edged the front a little bit too. You see on the side? Let's see if I can. Yeah, you see that mirror effect on the side? So it took the black off, right? The sides. So I put a little bit on the front of the cards. I'll see if I can show it better on a darker card, maybe. Yeah. So you see the silver at the front, right? Yeah. And at the back. And now I have a deck that is actually, that I can start learning, because I still haven't learned it. And I'll show you a few cards. Now I had to be very patient with it, because it means measuring every card, and also they were cut with big corners, so I had to recut some corners. This deck so far it hasn't gone well with it, but I must say that I like the result. If I had the choice, I would buy it and not touch it, but obviously because it's been altered and I didn't like the way it was done, and I didn't like the handwriting, and I didn't like see here I had to cut off a bit of the root chakra. Well, it's a choice, isn't it? The printing the chakras, not this one, but it was the root one, the wrong way up, just didn't work for me. And now I can put them anywhere I want to. I like it much better like this. But as I said, obviously, if you have a new one, don't touch it, unless you don't use it for the same reason. So a card came, and oh, it's wonderful. It's the butterfly one that is going on the flowers. So now I think this deck will actually give me plenty of choices. Which way is it? Like that. Will give me plenty of choices now when I do readings with it. And I don't know, finding it in a booklet anyway is hell, but I'll try if I see a butterfly in it, because I don't know what it's called anymore, and thank God, because it doesn't give me not wrong meanings, but meanings that are not really, I don't resonate with, because this one to me talks about choice, about making things grow, about different foods you can go to. So there it is, and it's actually this way. Funny, why would it be this way? High flying. See, I see it that way. Maybe I'm getting this deck completely wrong. I'm not sure if it's me or if it's, So you are in a creative zone and on the way to experiencing success. Your head has been taking instructions from your heart, and you've been actively lifted your vibes, focusing on creating momentum toward your goal. Hooray for you. Can you feel the universe and your guides happy dancing? Cool. I didn't know it was a guide. But obviously, because the butterfly is going on all these different flowers, it means that opportunities will open for me. Opportunities will grow. I didn't think about guides, but obviously, anything with wings could be a guide, although guides don't have wings as such. But it's ether. It's not even air, it's ether. But or even beyond that. But anyway, take note of the personal tools you use to shift up to this gear for future reference to draw upon. Well, basically, it's yoga, meditation. It's about controlling emotions when I can. I have very strong tests for the moment on the side of emotions, and it's very difficult for me to keep my cool in a couple of them, but you know, boom, boom, boom. What was the quality of your thoughts? How did you move out of the funks and what inspired you? You're high flying now, wild heart, and shining ever so bright. Well, that's a nice text. I'm not knocking it off. But to me, it's not about high flying. It's more about open opportunities. But each to their own. I'm really happier with this deck now. And I will name this video, trimmed, connected, and free in case somebody had the same disaster than me or doesn't connect with the keywords. So it's an example on how to trim it. So I'll see you soon.